Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host D-Day, bringing you more Minecraft Let's Play Technopolis 2 Skyblock. And as you see behind me, the train is doing awesome. So, it has been the weekend. This guy has been running, and as you can see, all of our drawers are full, meaning our processing is not keeping up with the resource gathering, which is totally fine. All of these were 0. Until I switched out from redstone to signalum blocks. The redstone tick rate is 90, signalum is 40, because we got these on top now. I also added another level, and I put up some gold miners in preparation for today's episode. We have niter, we have lead, and we have sandstone, just because. Also over here, this is actually pretty silly. I thought for the longest time, I'm not going to be able to automate treated wood and coal coke for a while because this guy will not send a certain amount. Like, it'll just keep dumping it in until it's either full and then spill out, or void it and then it'll void all of our oak planks. We won't have any planks to do. And the simple thing that I thought is we have multiple different types of wood coming in. So I dedicated the jungle wood specifically for treated wood. So now if we run out of jungle wood, that's not a problem because we have an overabundance of oak for planks. But all of the jungle wood from the tree absorber farm is being turned into planks automatically over here. Let me show you guys that. I set up a very simple basic auto crafting for jungle logs. And it's going into this chest, which is attached by a filtered link. And of course, all of our jungle wood is being sent to the hopper, which filters it through. We have not run out of jungle wood planks yet. But even if this runs out, that's no problem, because we don't need jungle wood, we need treated wood. And because the treated wood is now moving without any issues, it's also making coal coke infinitely as well. So basic Technium is on tap. We could set up one of these advanced auto crafting tables for Technium, because from Technium smoothstone we have an induction smelter, bronze we have an induction smelter, clay we're getting directly from the miner, lapis we're getting directly from the miner, or should I say the pulverizer, and coal coke and treated wood are going through that system over there. So basic Technium we have an infinite amount of. We're going over here, aluminum sheet metal. We have infinite aluminum now, which I have set over here. I dropped everything down, so now instead of it being above, it is now below. I like the look of this better. We're sitting at max for these drawers. They're all full of the gold upgrades right now and one void upgrade, so that the secondary byproduct can fill in as well. So we're sitting at max for all of the ingots for right now. It's pretty crazy. I set up nitor, of course, instead of glass and stone. And then, yeah, we have coal, lapis, and redstone here. The power supply, I made it vertical. There's 3 of them. I like it. It looks nice. It looks like a core power supply that's supposed to look like this. Over here, I have an induction smelter for smoothstone, glass. We have induction smelters for all of the alloys, so signalum, electrum, constantan, invar, and bronze. We have a pulverizer where all the gravel is being sent specifically for flint. And then I have these 2 pulverizers set for today's episode. We have 2 multi-servo presses, one for aluminum plates and one for steel plates. The aluminum plates are then being sent over here and auto-crafted into the aluminum sheet metal, which we are using here in our advanced Technium ingot. Aluminum sheet metal, we have those being created. Invar in the induction smelter. We have lava, which we'll be able to automate soon, as soon as we get quartz. Of course, basic Technium. And steel gears we can make manually right now because we don't have a way of shutting off the gear process for right now. So the steel gears and the lava bottles, we cannot fully automate it yet until quartz. That's the idea that I have. But we have set up enough for 64 of each. We're working towards the next one, which I believe is the elite. We have electrum gears, signalum, steel sheet metal, and of course advanced technium ingots, and the middle one, which we're working on today, which is going to be crystals. So how about I will get into this, and then I'll talk to you about all of these little doohickeys that I made. We'll start on the quest book real quick. We need to unlock research papers crystals, which requires 4 crystal bases and advanced technium. I should have them in inventory, because over here I have it set. We have our magma crucible getting all of the sand, turning it into all of the liquid glass. All of the niter being sent here, being turned into all of the crystal bases we have here. And then, of course, we have some prismarine right here, crystal bases in there. What I've been doing, because we're not going to need that many of these, I've just been standing right here and dumping water in like this, and just letting it run while I'm doing other things. So that is going to make us some more prismarine while we work. We can unlock everything. Everything should be right here for this book. Let's see. No. Okay, let's see. Paper. Blank research paper. Do we have any blank? Did we finally use all of our blank? Wow, okay. So we do have sugar. Let's go ahead and make just a little bit more paper. Like that. Make a blank. Couple of these guys. There we go. 7. And what were we missing? The advanced ingots are not in the system. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And this should be the book for crystals. Cool. So let's go ahead and unlock crystals. And now we should be able to grab our colored stone, like so. And let's do 2 stacks this time. And let's break down only half of them. So one of the cool things I made an engineer's toolbox. Aluminum plate, wooden storage crate is this treated wood, and red dye, which is just beetroots. And I can make this guy here, and all of our tools are going to be inside this guy. We need the wand for this, and we need to set up our light gray colored stone real quick. And let's swap out the wand with the prospector's pick. There we go. And ooh, before I do that, let me make sure that I turn off silver and gold. Disable? Yeah, disable. And this is crystal, enable. Okay, and I believe everything else is still set. Nope, we still had lead. Whoops, because I had to redo all of the lead. All right, some crystal ore. I guess we could turn all the lead in, or we could just, let's see, can I do this? And bring you over to the trash can. And we're gonna go colored stone. I'm gonna put you in the middle. We're gonna do this. Whoops. Like this, and then we can drop you all in and just make all of it. There we go. That's a lot faster. So now we have all of the crystal we need to make a miner, and we can also drop this into the pulverizer, which I've already made. It will turn into crystalline. The use for crystalline is nothing except being put back into a pulverizer for crystalline dust. So let's drop this in over here. I have this ready. I'll get rid of that. We have one pulverizer here, and it is set to input from behind. Export to the left, auto input, both enabled. It'll put it in here. It imports from the right. It outputs down into the drawer. So now all we got to do is we got to set this guy with crystal, and it should start pumping this guy in if it was in the system. So let's give it 64. And let's see real quick. It should move it right over into this guy. Yep, it gets pulverized a second time, and it turns into the crystalline dust that we need. That's perfect. There we go. Let's grab our 2 keys and drop off our prospector's pick so we can lock and quantify. And there we go. This guy is, yes, it has a filtered link cable. It's already hooked up to our system. Perfect. And let's get rid of this. This is an eyesore. All right, so I'm not sure if I showed off the fluxomagnet, the fluxon, and the flux bore. I believe I did. I don't remember. But we made these 3 items, and we're charging it using this guy over here, which is the energetic infuser. Yep, that's where we put it in to charge. There we go. They're all charged again. And I went ahead and between streams, I made the Tinker's Workbench, because this guy you can charge and fill them if you need to, but you can also augment. So I went ahead. The Tinker's Workbench has a hardened integral components, and I put one inside of the flex bore, inside of the flux saw and inside of the fluxomagnet so that they have a higher transfer rate and energy storage capability. Also, this thing here, I made the flux capacitor, which is sitting over here. This charm also has one of the hardened integral components in it. It holds 1 million RF, and I have it set to mode charging all items. So it gives us a really big buffer so that I don't need to keep recharging over and over these things. So the Tinker's Workbench is the way to do that. And then I was feeling kind of silly. I don't have any armor. These hazmat boots do have reduces fall damage, so I'm not hitting the ground hurting myself every time. And I decided to make the entire set. It requires these protective fabrics, which require cured rubber. And the cured rubber comes from just water buckets surrounded by vines, which we're getting from the jungle tree farm. That's how I also got the idea to send the jungle tree planks to the treated wood. So we made rubber, and that smelted, turns into the protective fabric that we need in each of these pieces. The boots, of course, are the most important part because it reduces fall damage. So since we're talking about that right now, I want to make this reservoir so that we can make fluid absorbers a lot easier. It holds 20 buckets right now, but we can upgrade it. And so we can make one of those cured rubbers real quick while all of the crystal ore is processing. Oh, actually, let me make sure that I grab the 36 that we need. Okay, that's out of the system. I need these 36 to set up the miner, of course. Let's go ahead and make some rubber. Okay, it's not going to show in there. I keep thinking it's JEI synchronized like, whatchamacallit, Applied Energistics. So we'll just make one rubber because we only need one. And we'll toss it in here because we only need it to be smelted once. But with this one piece, we should be able to make everything else. Let's go ahead and see. The reservoir is missing the redstone servo, like that. And now it just needs the rubber. Yep. So there's our rubber, and we can make the reservoir. All right. And let's see, do I have any more of the hardened integral components? Components, no, I don't. Okay, let's make one more. And I believe we can put that in with the Tinker's Workbench. So let's check this out. Augment, reservoir, yeah. Okay, so it has amount 0 out of 20,000. And now it has 40,000. So now it holds 40 buckets of any fluid. So that'll be enough to do the 36 we need for setting up any kind of fluid absorber. Let's see, can you go in here? No. Unfortunately, these are only wires. These are anything, and these are tools, and this is food. So, but that's fine. Now we don't need to have the bucket in our inventory. We can have the reservoir in our inventory instead. And the crystal ore requires tier 6 support frame. So let's see. We might not have a miner. We'll go ahead and set that up real quick on the second floor. Oh, I do have a miner. Perfect. Okay. So let's take these guys. Like I said, because we're making an infinite supply of signalium, I switched to moderator blocks of signalium. So now we're down to 40 a tick. The tree farm, like the poor little tugboat, can't keep up anymore. The train can't keep up anymore. It has dropped the tick rate from 90 all the way to, what's it called, to 40. So let's go ahead. We can set this guy up real quick. I think I have the wand put up. All right. 2, 3, and 4, and miner. There. All right, and it should pop up the top. There we go, crystal ore. It's that easy, guys. Put this up, quantify, and lock. And we have another miner going for us. Perfect. So this will be sent to the pulverizer down here. I guess that's a height where I still take damage, but I'm used to not taking damage now. It is being sent here infinitely, being pulverized to crystalline here infinitely, being turned into crystalline dust. We are already at 160. I have not stopped talking yet, so we are doing pretty well, actually. Oh, I need to hold a crystalline, and I need to hold a crystalline dust for us to get credit. Let me yoink this guy real quick. There we go. Put you back in, and yoink. There we go. Wonderful. Now we need to make the 3 gem dusts, ruby dust, which is going to be induction smelter with redstone and crystal base. We have infinite redstone, infinite crystal bases. This is going to be super easy. We need sapphire dust, which is pulverized lapis. We can pulverize that, no problem. Infinite crystal bases. Perfect. Yep. And peridot, which is a little bit more complicated. It's pulverizing the prismarine shards, which we've been making manually. We don't need to have an infinite supply of these guys, because once we have enough crystals to make the booklet, we can unlock gem ores. So if we can make 4 elite technium, we can unlock the gem ores, then we can buy the ores, and we don't need to do the long process anymore. So 4 times 4, 16. We need 16 of each gem, because these guys, you need 1 of each to turn it into the amethyst shard. So let's make another pulverizer, and let's make another induction smelter, just because I know that we can reprocess these for more items later on. We'll just make it easy. We'll manually craft the couple that we have right here, and then we can set these guys like so. We have flux duct, yep, 2. And this, unfortunately, is the cleanest way I can make it look, is by running it across the face. Because up top, I don't know. Maybe I could run it along the top, but then I'd have to drop everything down by 1. The back has to be export cables and filtered links. The bottom has to be the drawer. It has to go out somewhere. And I want them to be next to each other. And then, of course, leaves only the front or the top to be able to run the power, which I'm okay with it being run across the face. It makes it all go up by 1, which is fine by me. So with this, the pulverizer, I guess I could make 2 of these. We'll go ahead and start with the lapis, then we need to do the prismarine. Let's go ahead and grab 2 more integral components while that guy works. We can also time in a bottle these guys. Let's go 1, 2. That's the wonderful thing about conquering these packs as if they're expert level packs. I can shift click entire stacks of whatever I want at this point. And of course we have the time in a bottle. Let's see, 100,000, 100,000. I'm making sure that the power doesn't drain. See, now it's draining. If I do more, it'll end up crushing it. We need to do this as well. There we go. That's nice right there. We have 16 and 16. Where did my 2 redstone go that I had right here? Oh, it's because I made the hardened integrals. Ah, okay. I need 2 more redstone, and then we should be able to boop, boop, send these guys through the induction smelter here. So like this. And then let's see, when does this run out? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5, and the power does not want to keep up. Okay. Let's go ahead, drop this in here. That's peridot. That's our ruby. That's our sapphire. That easy. And then let's see, we need to send it through the crystallizer with liquid glass to turn them into the rubies. Okay, so let me see if I can repurpose this guy for just a moment. I don't want to set up 2 machines. These are going to be redundant. So this guy, the magma crucible, gets sand. This guy, we're going to turn off the niter for right now. And we're going to buzzsaw this guy down because it's a little too high up for me to do the carry on. Okay, we'll get rid of that. So sapphire, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Liquid glass is keeping up though. Let's go ahead and hit this guy with 5 as well. There goes our crystallizer. Yep, ruby, sapphire. We're about to get that epic achievement sound, guys. Let me see if I can tag this one more time. 64. 16, peridot. And let's go. Epic achievement. This guy's draining real fast. Nice. Love it. All right. So I don't think we're going to need an infinite supply of these guys. But let's go ahead and put this guy back here. Grab one of these guys, reset this machine. Whoops. Good thing I put vines here. And here we will send the niter back. And let's see, do I have these guys on void? Yes, I do. Okay, 50,000. I don't think we're going to need more than that. This isn't an expert level pack. So we have completed this chapter. We get tech bucks and elite technium. Normally I want to do one episode per each chapter, but we're gonna be able to do this. This is pretty fun. Like lead sheet metal. We can set this guy to autocraft real quick while the amethyst shards do their thing. So what I'm thinking is the induction smelter will just drop these guys in here. This will make the 16 of this dude right here, the amethyst shard. We'll let that guy run, and I'll set up steel for auto crafting. So do I have any crafting tables left? I have a advanced crafting table because I derped and I thought I was making advanced crafting tables earlier. I need coal coke. So we need one of these guys, and then we need to turn it into the automatic kind. So hopper, yep, like this and like this. We need 2 hoppers. We need a filter, and we need an export cable and maybe some network cables. And a drawer. Almost forgot the drawer. All right. And a drawer like that. So what we'll do is we'll set it right here next to it. We'll go drawer, hopper, auto crafting table, and can you? There we go, hopper. All right, and I don't think I'm going to need any extra cables, yeah. I could actually remove some cables because there's so many touching each other here. Export, filtered import, so export cable goes here. Filtered input will go here. This guy and this guy are not required. Yeah. We can grab some steel sheets. Are we making steel? I did set it up, yes. The one I didn't set up was iron. Okay, so steel plate. Let's grab 4 so that we can put the recipe in. What is this? Oh, it actually sent it in because I forgot to set the priority on this guy up. All right, we'll do that. And we're going to turn this off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Shift, click, click, and good to go. And now we can set this guy for steel plates. And let's go ahead and drop these guys in here. There we go. It is auto crafting our steel sheet metal now. So now that is an infinite supply auto crafting. And we cannot auto craft the gears yet, right? The steel gears. Let's go iron gears and recipe. No? Recipe. Multi-servo press, metal press. I can't turn the metal press off yet when the bin is full. The multi-servo press is gated behind the diamonds. Okay, so we can't autocraft the gears yet. So electrum cannot be autocrafted yet, as well as steel cannot be autocrafted yet. Lava cannot be autocrafted yet. The amethyst we'll be able to do in just a second, because we're going to be able to get all of the ores. So we need amethyst, we need lead, so we just need to hold a piece of lead. There we go. No? Yes? Steel sheet metal? Is that not the quest? Lead sheet metal. Lead? Is it lead? Have I been looking at the recipe wrong, guys? Oh my god, that... It's lead sheet metal we need to make, not steel sheet metal. That is kind of annoying. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I was expecting lead to be more of a purple. This looks like a steel block to me. So let's go ahead. We can keep the steel sheet metal because we have an infinite supply. Let's double up for lead. But yeah, just to let you guys know, I do need to make another multi-servo press for lead specifically, and of course drawer for this guy. Running low on drawers, we need lead. Ingots, there we go. And we can set this guy up over here next to the other machine. We can go ahead and we can move this guy over 1 and put another multi-servo press here. we'll go from the back down, click, click, drawer. And then what we need to do here is we need to do another export and another filter. Export, filter, export, lead. And, whoop. Why did... Oh, they popped out because I broke the machine. Whoops. Amethyst shards, guys. And quantify and lock. Let's go ahead and grab these two. We should be able to set the recipe with just two. Let's go here, unlock, plate, plate. No, we're gonna need 4 of them. Plate, plate. All right, click, click. There we go. And now we should be getting these guys. Quantity, drawer. We're already at 700 steel sheet metal, which is fine. Okay, now lead. There we go. Okay, so I need to change all of these guys out. I made all of the steel off camera. So now we need to change that out with the lead sheet metal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. Drain this guy out. That's how fast it's making our plates now. Wonderful. Oh, it ran out of juice. I wonder if I could just tag these guys. Does that work enough to refill this guy faster? Don't think so. I think it would have to be set directly to the machine. But there we go. Let's just grab our lead sheet metal and we'll run it through this machine real quick, as fast as possible. There we go. And auto crafting. And also give it a little bit of a boost like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's our 8 stacks that we need to replace the steel that I did. All right, we'll put these guys in the ends, and then we should be able to have enough to do our amethyst shards now, like this. And let's turn that off. Lift, click, click. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our 4 elite Technium. And we have 2 epic achievement sounds in one episode. That is amazing. Let's go ahead and, to make things easier, use our first 4 to make the gem ores book. And then we can go into the elite research and unlock this guy. We need, what is that? We need another 5 of the tech bucks. So let's go ahead. I did update the pack, so now we have all of the recipes. We'll do this. We'll get this. We'll just do 3. There we go. 12. And submit. Ores are us. Now we can get, with 12, we can get ruby, sapphire, and peridot. So we need all 3 of those. So 36 tech bucks. All right. We're going to submit 4 ruby slate ore because it looks cool. Submit for sapphire slate ore. Yep. And submit for peridot slate ore. All right. That way we have the darker ores. And let's see. I don't think I have any miners left, do I? Nope. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. 3 more miners and 3 more ores for us to set to our golden boys up here. So let's climb up here. They're already all set with signalium and pipes and everything. So I'd like to keep them all 3. Let's all do all 3 of them in a straight line over here. 2, 3, and miner. Wonderful. So we have these guys up and running. Now we can lock and quantify these guys. And let's go ahead and take 1 of each ore as well. And then we can go ahead and set some of the induction smelters for these guys. All right, and let's go. Induction smelters. We need 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th one to be able to combine these into amethyst. What did we run out of? We ran out of the machine frames in the middle, which also means we ran out of electrum gears. Let's go ahead and grab some of these guys real quick from here. We can always make more electrum gears later on. So we'll just do 3 for right now. And induction smelters, we need this many. So 4. 1 for each ore, and then 1 to turn the ores into amethyst. All right, so 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now we just need to set these imports right here. Sapphire, we'll do here. Ruby, and we'll do here. Peridot. All right, and these guys, yep, there we go. We're getting our items. And let's go ahead and lock them as well. So quantity and lock. Oh, wait, I can't lock these because I need this to go in here, right? So now it's in there. So now quantity and lock. And let me move this guy over here. So quantity and lock. Okay. Or else it won't put the slag in there for me. All right, 1, 2, and 3 are the gems we need, and we need to send those gems to here. 1, 2, and 3. Now this guy should be getting all of the gems, ruby, peridot, and sapphire, and working to export downwards into our unlimited supply of amethyst shards. Let's see. Drawer and amethyst shards. There we go. So we have the gems going and infinite amethyst shards going as well. And what else do we need to automate these guys? I know we can fully automate the basic Technium now. We can semi-automate because of the steel gears and the lava bottles. We need to get to the diamond or the quartz to be able to do the gears. Now the only thing that we're missing is going to be the amethyst shards. Amethyst, we already have 4. And yeah, there we go. We got elite. Elite Technium that we can make manually for right now. And then later on, the only thing that's keeping us from being able to autocraft all 3 of these is going to be the gears. So we can either use a redstone signal to turn off the immersive engineering metal press with the gear mold, or we can make the die cast for the multi-servo press. So this guy can make us the gears if we get the corresponding gear working die, but we need to get into diamond. So it's whatever's quicker, really, if you think about it, because this would be the easiest way, is just by going multi-servo press. And diamonds, of course, is going to be in the next chapter. We just completed elite. We're going to ultimate, which will have diamonds in it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash like to show your appreciation, and consider leaving a boom in the comments section below. Also, click on my dude here to subscribe for more Let's Plays. Ooh.